And good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Music for Gaming. All the gaming of those other streams, but none of the music. I hope you're having a fabulous day today. It is Saturday. Spring is in the air. One division is over. It's just a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Uh, at least here in the Music Free household. I hope your weekend is going well too. Because really, you are awesome. And, I'm not sure enough people tell you this, but really, you are awesome and amazing. And I hope you keep that in mind as you go out through the rest of your day. Okay, so let's get into some Minecraft. Oh, yeah, all the mine that you can craft. Also, sleeping. Sleeping is good too. Maybe, just a Minecraft sleeping stream. Sure, there are those 10 minutes, when I can't sleep because it's daytime, but those 5 seconds of sleep, awesome. Okay, so, well, look at that dude up on the wall. He's on fire. And now he's dead. Good for him. Really, that is really good for him. All right. So, let's see now. I am and was working on this park. And I had a thought, and it scares me because I'm not sure I want the thought. Okay, so let me hop up here on the wall for a moment. So, I've got this arch, right? And I can't really push out that way because of this hill and stuff, and that's sort of the wall of things. What I'm thinking of doing is building a second one right here, and then filling in sort of in and around this with purple glass and then some light sources or something around here just to maybe light this window up. I'm seriously considering, and in fact probably am going to, because the more I think about the idea, the more it sucks me in with thoughts, and we got to avoid those thoughts. So since we can't do with that whole thinking thing, I'm just going to continue on with not thinking and getting some stone here. So let's see. I'm also going to need, well, I'll just craft up. Probably not that much in the way of stone blocks. Let's just grab one of these. There we go. Ta-da! Grab some stone bricks. I'll need all of the shapes and stuff, the stairs and the slabs and all that other good stuff in a little bit. But first, let's get the path blocks out of the way. Because that was what I thought I was going to do first. But then I've been thinking about this as I was looking at this wall for the last few minutes. And, that's just not how I want to do it. So I'm just going to make sure there's some light there. All right. And a-walling we will go, a-walling we will go. Hi-ho the dairy-o, a-walling we will go. Oh yeah, this is going to be super fun and exciting for everybody. See, I thought maybe I just jump right into this, but no, I want to expand this out because I really do want to put some glass in here. And this is going to go up this way a bit. Now, I do need to throw in a few stone blocks, or stone brick blocks in a few of these places too. But mostly this is going to be stone. Okay, but it's going to come all the way up here. Now here's where things get a little bit funky. In fact, I should be using stone brick for a bunch of this up this way, actually. Where things get a little funky is how this ties in with the that section of wall. But, you know, it should be fine. Right? That's the theory, right? All of this should be fine and wonderful and stuff. That's how this is supposed to work anyway, because, you know, you try the different things, and some of the things work and some of them different. Some of them different? Some of them don't. That's the word I am looking for, and it was different from the word that I said. You know, I go through these clips every week. It's like, all right, what stupid thing did I say? Oh, yes, and there are many stupid things, and I say them. Okay, so that's that. So whoa. Uh-oh. Yeah, and I may come through here in a little bit. You know, sort of take this section of wall, throw in some brick, maybe some andesite and stuff, just to give it a little bit more, you know, texture and such. But for now, all right, so this is going to go up this way. Now, the good news is I don't have to take this whole wall, you know, because I've got this big hollow spot in it, which that's a win. I'm all for that. Okay, so now and this is the thing too. You look at this, and you end up with, you know, mostly stone down here, and transitioning to stone brick as it gets towards the top. Though I think I need a little bit more stone. Maybe. And the reason why I'm looking at doing it that way, where there's more stone at the bottom, is because that's how it was. This was a natural arch, basically. And I just thought, you know, I will turn the arch into something a little bit more, you know, designed. You know, so the center arch is more symmetrical, that type of thing. And whoa. The nice thing about having fly enabled is there's no fall damage. It might be a little bit on the... oops, that's a torch. I was going to say, it might be a little bit on the cheating side, but yeah. It's okay. You won't tell anybody, right? It's not as if there's video evidence. No, it's not cheating if it's a built-in feature of the server. I mean, in all honesty, the server has fly for a reason. It's a very, very builder-friendly server, and I love it. If I ever get to the point where I'm setting up a server for the Patreon subs, which is a goal, you know, then the more people that subscribe on Patreon, the faster we'll get there. Yeah, anyway, so if I ever get around to building a server for the community and for the subs and stuff, that's one of the things I'll probably put on the sub server, would be that type of thing, with the ability to fly. There we go. I knew I'd get there at some point. Words are hard. I don't know that I can say them. I think maybe not. Okay, so this is coming up this way. All right, more stone. More stone. Now, I think I might have alternated that just a little bit too much. No, it's all right. Yeah, he's fine. Now, the other thing I might do too is take out some of these so that and put in like trapdoors or something, just so that the light will shine through. Okay, so now here's the spot where I fly. Okay, so now let's see. Here's. Uh-oh. That's not where that goes. No, it is not. All right. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get the arch shape in here without the stairs, because I don't have any. I really don't have any stairs on me. I've got a few. Not nearly enough. And by a few, I mean I think I have one. Which is, it's a very nice stair. It really is, but it's not, this is not the stair I'm looking for. Okay, I do kind of want to bring the brick down that way. Yeah. And I'm going to have to go get some more lights. Oh yeah, because the lights are going to be fabulous. Or at least that's the theory. Also, probably a lot more glass and stone stuff, and you know how this goes, right? Oh, it's going to take probably 4 stacks of glass. And let's see what I've got here. I'm definitely gonna have to craft up some more. I've got a stack of purple. Okay, I can work with purple. Ooh. You know what I could do? Got some magenta, got some more purple, so that's good. If I get a little bit of pink. See, I might have some pink. I've got some magenta dye. I think I might have some pink glass stashed away around here somewhere. I've got some blue. Blue's good too. Okay, as the great box hunt continues. What do I have in the boxes? They're there. The black is not going to be the way to go. Yeah, said one of these days I will. I think those are all stone. Okay, great. So I am going to need to get some pink stained glass. And I need to get some more glowy things. So let's stop by the Nether first, where I've got some glowstone, because I'm going to need a bunch of that. And then let's jump over to the storage, where first of all, let's see what I've got in the way of glass blocks already made up. Glass blocks. There we go. No pink, it turns out. Well, I mean, a little bit of pink, but not enough pink to actually care about. Basically enough to be placeholders, right? And I don't have pink dye. Well, that's unfortunate. You know what I need to do is build a flower machine. Let's see. Oh, or just accept the fact that I have pink dye there. All right. I really need to finish moving all of my operations over here to the storage area. I just haven't done it. When I've got the vault, it does things, but... Alright, well I think that might actually be enough. I'm not going to use a whole lot of pink. Alright, pink stain. Let's make sure I do it with the clear, huh? I don't want to accidentally re-dye all of this stuff. Which is, can be very helpful, but it can also be a real pain, that pack, so... I like it, but then it has its moments. All right, so now, before I go wandering off and traipsing off into the middle of this wall, I do need to get in here. I need to make some stairs. And I need to make some stone brick stairs. There we go. Okay. So let's get back here to the wall and get to the designing. Now, I do need to fill this in a little bit more too. So what's this one? 2. There we go. Think like that. Okay, so let's maybe I'll slap a stone brick stair on that one. Okay, yeah, definitely up here it's a little bit more. Actually, let's make this one a stone stair because that seems like a thing to do. All right, we'll use the stone brick there and there. All right, did I get it? Yeah. Yes, I did. Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so now here's what I'm thinking of doing. All right, so let's clear up some of this space. So what I'm thinking of doing is basically building out a little bit of a sunset type thing, right? So I'll put some blue at the top, a lot of purple coming down, and then some magenta and pink down here towards the bottom. So, which is really nice too, because this window looks west, right? You can see up there at the top, so facing west. So when the sun sets, it'll light this up, which is, again, the idea. So let's go ahead and get this blue in place. Now, I think what I'm going to do, now you can see I'm coming in here on the sides a little bit. Yeah, and I want to give it just a little bit of angle. Now, as you're down here on the ground, there's like a little plebe looking at this stuff. You're going to be looking up into this. So I may want to throw a little bit more stone and stuff in there. Also, I may want to do a little bit to hide the light just a touch, but I'm definitely going to be coming in with glowstone right down here. So the glowstone is going to be glowing from the bottom. And if you are glowing from your bottom, you may be a lightning bug, or you may have a problem that you should probably see a doctor about, okay? I know I'm not one to judge, okay? But honestly, glowing butt is not a typical human condition, and you should probably get that looked at. Okay, so... All right, so we're going to have some light down here. All right, and so let's see if we can grab some pink concrete coming this way. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and spread it just a little bit more that way. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, to be honest. And I also am honestly not sure what I want to do about the sides here as well. So I'm, if I want to block this off or do some other things, I mean, I might. Actually, that would be an interesting thing to do too, is get some blue concrete or some black concrete right along the top here. I talked about replacing that with trapdoors and stuff. Maybe not. Because as you're down here on the ground looking up, if I turn that into blue concrete, then it's just going to look a little bit more like, oh, look, there's sky there. Isn't that lovely? So I looked at the beacon and said, what the heck do I have an airplane contrail doing in my view? Somebody didn't touch that out. We're going to have to talk to post-production about that. And, yeah, yeah. Somebody's about to lose their job, yeah. Alright. Oops, that's not the right one. Okay. So I'm just going to run a little bit more pink there. Now let's get the magenta in. Oops. There we go. Okay, so the whole idea here is that this window looks like a sunset. Okay. And it's a tall window, so I've got some space. Ooh, this is not good. No, this is not good. I need to bring the pink up just a bit more. There we go. Just giving it a little bit. I think I may want to come back here and touch this up some, but also, oops, that's purple. And that's a bit of stone brick that really needs to go back in the wall. I'm sorry, but you go there. All right. Let's try this again. Now, what I was looking at doing here is I'm bringing the glass up the sides. So they come up in the insides here just a touch. Okay. Oops, come on. I have lights. Let's use it because of reasons. Okay. All right. So now I don't have a whole lot of magenta left. So let's. I'm going to start bringing this in this way just a little bit. Okay. So that's going to come up like that, which is going to be fabulous. All right. Now comes the purple. Now where things are going to get a little bit funky. And I do mean just a little bit funky. I'm not talking about seriously funky. It's not like we're going to need to go hire a blues singer or something, or get some really psychedelic bass player or something, but kind of funky. It's like, what's this going to look like in the dark, for one thing? I do want to put some. I think I want to put some light inside this wall, which will be good. Because I do want it to look like a perpetual sunset. Okay, Sunset Park they'll call this, because I'm the one here naming things, and that's just what I've decided to call it. Yeah. Okay, so what I don't know is how high I want this purple to go. I've got some blue there. Right, so yeah, so the sun is setting there. I've got this coming through. I think I want to bring this up at least one more. Yeah, if I run some lights down the inside of this tower, that should be okay. However, I think what I'm going to do here at this point is sleep so that I can see what I'm doing. I mean, that seems like a reasonable thing to do, from my perspective anyway. Do I want to be able to see what I'm doing? Yes, I do. Can I? Well, All right, so now let's go ahead and bring this purple up. Okay, come out, wherever you are. All right. So that's not too bad. Got a spider on the wall. I mean, that's, other than me being kind of hissy and stuff. I want to move this blue down just a touch more. Okay, just a little bit. You know, glass does take a little bit while. Yes, it does take a little while to break, but I'm kind of okay with that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. Let's bring the blue in here. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and then right here as well. Okay. Yeah, I think that's mostly okay. Cool. All right. All right, so now here's where things are going to get fun, because this hasn't been fun already, right? All right. So let's come in here with I know I just put all of this in. It's all right. It's easy to put back. So what I want to do here is I'm going to place some glowstone. I'd like it to be the same distance on both sides. Okay, you have now officially become an annoyance and must die. Yep, just like that. You don't tend to think of spiders as being particularly fun and exciting, but they're not. All right, so this is the center. So let's say 2, 3, I don't know, 4, 5? 6 maybe away. I wanted to give some light, but it doesn't need to be a lot of light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, maybe 6. Or 7. That could be. Let's check the other side and make sure I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I can. That would be really convenient. All right, let's count it out again, because I can't trust myself that I counted correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Okay. All right, so now here's the question. And it's probably a good question. Maybe, is how frequently do I want this this light to come down? Also, I can tear out probably that wall. And I guess it doesn't make a whole lot of difference. So let's just light up this whole column. Yeah. Come on. All right, and then this is where this goes away. Okay, so this is all. Whoa. Okay, so that might have been a little bit too far. It's all right. Now I've got this big empty space here. Don't know what I could use it for, but probably nothing. I mean, let's be honest. What am I going to use it for? Not a thing. Though there is a part of me that looks at this and thinks, you know, I could use it for something. I don't know what, but something. All right. All right, so you're looking at that. During the day, it's not going to make a lot of difference because you'll have all the sun shining through it. I do want to come back and let's get some concrete. Now, did I bring any with me? Probably not. Did I just hear a bow? All right, well, we're going to, say no and move on with life. I do have concrete over here, though, so let's get it Yeah, there we go. There's some blue. Ooh, blue. Actually, black might be better. Yeah, I might go with the black. All right. Simply because the black, I think, is going to... Well, the darker color, whichever way, will darken the top of that window. And, maybe make that whole sunset look a little bit more awesome. It's already looking pretty good here, so... All right, so let's try it with the black first. All right. Okay, that's not bad. Yeah, I think I want to take the black all the way across the top, but I think that's going to be good. Now, there's still a little bit of the gray from the other side of the arch, and that's fine. That's fine. And I can live with that. All right. I'm just going to leave those uncovered for now. Should do something with it, but for now, it's going to stay uncovered. All right, and then looking at it from this side. Ooh, pretty. Ah, isn't that lovely? Okay, great. Great, great. Okay. Yeah, so when you're down here in the park, you're looking up at this window, and it's fine. I kind of wish I could not see that glowstone, but short of going to get a zillion and a half item frames and throwing colored maps on them, I think I'm just going to have to live with it. All right, that's okay. That is just fine. All right, so let's go ahead and drop that off here for a minute. It's really a lousy place to drop that off, but I will. All right, so I wanted to do a couple of things here. So I need to get my pathing materials. Also, I'm kind of a little bit waiting for the sun to set so I can see what it looks like. It already looks cool with the sun coming down through the window. But we'll see as night falls and see what that looks like, because I think that's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think that'll be really, really cool. Now, the other thing, because I do have that gap there, I could use it for a little bit in some way. And I don't know how. A fireplace! Woohoo! I'm all about the fireplaces. I have a problem. Hello, my name is Pearl Stalker. I have a problem with fireplaces. I have to build all of them. It's a curse. All right. So the sun is setting. Still have a little bit of time for that. One of the things I was looking at doing here is actually bringing this path over this way a little bit more. So, shovels. Shovels are cool, and I should use them more. Okay. So yeah, I just want to bring this path over. Bring it around this way a little bit more. Oops, not the blocks, the dirt. Just to, I don't know. It just feels like it needs to slide that way a little bit. Okay. Nothing too crazy here. This is just my personal, I have no idea what I'm doing type of thing. This whole decorating thing is just not my jam. Oops. It's hard. Do I not have bricks? I apparently don't have. I know I have bricks back in storage. I just don't have any brick slabs. Okay. Okay, yeah, that window's starting to look good. Especially now as the sun is setting. It's a little bit unfortunate that you get the separation between the the colors there like that, but it's Minecraft. What can you do? All right, so let's see what this looks like once the sun has fully set. Because that's really the other thing. It's like, this is the arch of perpetual sunset. Yeah, it reminds you that all things must end, and that you too will end. And it's not at all dark and morbid. No, no, no. It's just fine. Totally lovely and fine. But yeah, I definitely need to do something on this wall, because that is plain and boring. Okay. Yeah, I like what that's doing. I do what like. I do what like? Yes, I do what like. I do what I like. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah, and I could build a fireplace into that wall, which would make sense a little bit. It's like, hey, welcome to the park. The bank is now closed. Whatever other shops end up over here are now closed. And then, so you can come over here. There'll be a little pond there. There's the, yeah, that window's looking pretty good. I was worried about it being a little bit too bright, but I think it's good because I've got the glowstone pushed back so far. It's lit, but not crazy. Let's go take a look from the other side here. Of course, now that it's closed, I could take out this torch spam. I had all this torch spam here because I didn't want mobs walking up through the glass. And okay, dude, you and I are going to have words. And by words, I mean I'm going to hit you with my sword a couple of times. Oh, I thought he was good. He dropped his trident. No, he just shot me with it. And that's where it dropped. Well, that's sad. Okay. Anyway, let's get rid of this torch spam so we can see what this looks like up here now. Yep, so I've got this area. I'm really tempted to turn this pool into something. I was going to... The plan is, you can see the stone there, to terraform up and enclose this as a bowl, and then use the glass fog effect technique over it so that it's this thing. But as I was considering it, I was thinking of what I might do is leave the water there and then turn it into a squid farm. But I could turn it into a drowned farm. Or both. I don't know. Hello, skeleton. Don't shoot me while I'm looking at my... Here, I will... Okay. Yeah, see, that's looking pretty okay from back here. So it's brighter on at the bottom, which it should be. It's got the row of glowstone underneath it. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I like this. I do. I will repeat it because it's how I remind myself that I do, in fact, like things. Okay. Cool. And yeah, setting up a fireplace under it would be a good thing too. So the idea is, you come to the park, you can come at night, there's the sunset, we'll put a fire underneath it. It'll be nice. Oh. But I do need a couple of things here. So first off, I need... Where did I hide all the brick? There it is. That one. Okay. I will remember. Okay, and I can cut into that wall if I want to for fireplace related reasons. Now that's going to mean probably not, because I can put the fire inside there. Or I could put it right at this edge if I want to. Whatever. It's all good. Okay, so. And so. And so. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna just play with this path here a little bit. I want to wiggle it this way, just a touch. All right, so if I come over here with a little bit of brick, because it's a little bit straight here. You know, I kind of feel like it should, you know, maybe curve this way just a little bit. I said it doesn't need to be a lot. It doesn't need to be crazy, but just enough to sort of, like, I think I'll take out that brick. Actually, this whole, those three things together have combined to form Ultron. Okay, that's probably a bad thing. I don't think we want Ultron here. Voltron, on the other hand, would be cool because this kingdom really should be defended by a giant robot. I mean, what kingdom shouldn't be defended by a giant robot, really? Okay, maybe tyrannical despotic ones, but, you know, unfortunately there aren't too many of those around these days. Except for this one. What? No, it's nothing. Nothing. Okay. Let's see. I think what I want to do is let's go ahead and bring this way. I'll run a little bit of brick there. Let's take some. Put a little bit there. Let's run this. Yeah, it's going to take that out a little bit. Yeah, I'm just wondering if it's a little bit too wide, but I think I'm okay. Just to, it's kind of hard to say sometimes because I'm such a poor judge of, you know, aesthetics and what actually looks good and all that fun stuff. But I'm gonna bring this way. But you know, it's a thing. Work on it. That's partly why I'm doing a lot of these different things here. Is I mentioned it in the creative stream I did on Thursday. So I was in there playing with the snapshot. That one I was almost exclusively plant life, as I was playing with all the new plant blocks and things that are in the update. And it was one of those. It's like I never do organic stuff, right? I just organic. It's just not worth the price. Typically, that's too much polished. Okay, that's the problem with organic. There's too much polish, not enough. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a joke there. It sadly we had to put it down. All right. Yeah, we had to take the joke. It went off to a farm. You know, it's great. It's got plenty of room. There's rabbits it could chase. You know, it's a nice farm. Okay, I think I'm a little bit thick over here, but that's because I've had too much ice cream. I mean, to be fair, it was really, really good ice cream, but still had all the syrup and stuff on it. Yeah, I think this is a little bit wide coming back here, but also I think I want to bring it a little bit closer to the bank, just as I'm looking at it. So let's go and take that out. You know, one of the issues I have right now is I don't have enough pillagers, which seems like a weird thing to want, but yes, I need pillagers. Actually, specifically, I need a single individual pillager because I want a pillager to be the teller at my bank. Right here at pillager banking, right? You come in here, I want to drop a pillager right back behind this. But to do that, I need a pillager. And they haven't come a pillaging lately, so You know, I just gotta deal with that. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and just bring this path this way a touch. Now, what could be interesting? So lighting is always a fun problem, right? And by fun, I mean, I'm okay. Sometimes it's actually really cool, and other times it's like, what the heck am I doing, and why am I doing it? Okay. All right, so let's hop up here and just take a look. I think for the most part the path is pretty good. Do need to do a little bit over here, and I think I need to do a little bit over here. It's just a little bit skinny on this side. Okay. All right, so let's throw in some of that. All right, I suppose I can... Yeah, I'm going to put one more here. This looks a little bit perhaps too organized with those 4 blocks there. And I think that's something that needs to change. Okay, I do want a polished one there. Let's come a little bit with this and that. Okay. I think I want to throw a little more brick in over here. Let's do it right there. Perhaps. Perhaps I will know what I'm doing, but most of the time that's going to be a no. Alright, and now this one, I need a little bit of width right here. So let's go and take these out. Okay. Okay, so it's looking okay. That'll look better once that grass grows in, but for the most part, that's looking okay. I mean, sure, I could use some coarse dirt in a couple of places, but I kind of like what this is doing. All right, and I do need to... Yeah, do I need to widen that side? No, I think it's okay. I think I need to add some brick to it. Just, it's a little bit... Well, no, maybe not that one. Let's come in here and take this one, like that one, brick. Let's take this one and make it brick. All right, that's not too bad. I'm going to take this one brick as well. Okay. There we go. There we go. That's doing better. Okay. Now, what to do? What to do? So I guess the first thing I should put in here is the pond. Because that's going to be the... Oh, hey. Forgot those guys can drop gold ingots. The drowned. That's changing. They're changing it so they don't drop gold anymore. They'll drop copper. But that's okay. All right, so what I want to do is let's come under here a little bit. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of glowstone down here. And let's do some cobble. I think I've got cobble. Do I have cobble? Cobble, cobble. Look, am I tricky? Well, I've got some andesite, which will work. I really do need to go get some cobble, because a little bit of cobble in this, it's gonna be good. But actually, maybe doing it not with stone, but with andesite would be better. I'm also going to be, maybe doing a couple of other things, but the idea here is that I'm going to be creating a pond. So, actually, I think I had slabs in this wee little box right here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah, because I don't need the granite for now. So what I want to do is I want to take some of the slabs and I want to place them in a couple of, actually, you know what? Maybe I don't. And the reason I don't is I want to be able to put like seagrass and stuff on it. You can't put the seagrass on the slabs. You've got to put it on the top level of a block. And so these slabs will not work for that. So let's go ahead and just fill that in. Okay. Yeah, because I'll put some seagrass here. We'll do some other things. And then I want to take some cobblestone. Some cobblestone stairs might be good around some of this. So let's head back to the thing here. The chest monster. It looks organized. It's not. Okay, there's some cobble stairs, some andesite stairs, which could be useful. Should keep an eye out. There's a box that has glass in it. All right, now, let's see. Let's see. Cobblestone. That's what I'm looking for. My brain just shut off there for a moment. I am looking for something. What am I looking for? Okay, so grab some of that. And again, my leftovers box here, which just had a few random things sort of drop into. Just as I've thrown them in the sorting system and saying, I will get to those later. Well, you know, one of the things I've learned about sorting systems, later never comes. Okay, turns out the sleep button is not the same thing as the inventory button. And, yeah. For example, I'm just going to throw those in there and probably never see them again. Oh, I do need a couple more cobblestone stairs. Just while I'm thinking about it, and over here by the stone cutter. Actually, let's make probably not that many, but let's grab some slabs as well. Okay. Yeah, I'm almost at a point too where I can move this beacon. Because I don't really need it here to do stuff. I will need it over that way a little bit, but you can kind of see out there in the distance. I started framing up a little bit of the big castle that's going to go over there. So it's gonna be sort of octagonal. I'm gonna be putting in, design some towers and things, but I'm just putting in some skeleton stuff there. I was just playing with things the other day. It's, you know, I could use a little bit more skeleton in my life. So, okay, so I'm gonna just throw some stairs here. Basically, all I'm doing is I'm basically just sort of putting a frame around the pond. Okay, it's not going to be a total encompassment. Right? It's not going to be stone brick all the way around. It's not going to be cobblestone all the way around. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but go. But well, that was andesite. Kind of like cobblestone, except being completely different. But right, you can see you've got some grass coming in around here. I'm going to do a little bit coming this way, just to give it some little bit of shape, just to. Whoa, I forgot. Okay, this is a sort of more powerful shovel than it might look. All right. Okay, yeah, so that'll work. So I'll run, run some water in there. Then I can come in and put some flowery goodness. Speaking of flowery goodness, where did I put my bucket? Probably put it away. Hello, sir. I am looking for you. Okay. Probably under the ground there somewhere. It can't really be in here. There's enough light, right? This area has more than enough light on it. And the glass, well, it's glass and non-spawnable. So, that is a win. All right, so... All right, fine. Well, that's a bucket of milk, which is... It does a body good, I've heard, but not super useful right this very instant. All right. Do I have water somewhere here I can get to? Not super easily. I think there's a little bit of a lake under there somewhere. Fortunately, I am right here next to an ocean. And oceans are fun. Right? So up and over the walls, because that's how walls work. All right, so first things first. Let's go ahead and set up the infinite water source. All right. Cool. So now what I can do is, get this stuff in place. I do want to fill that in. Okay, so get it all filled in, make it fun and exciting. Okay, and I love that you can waterlog stairs now. Because, oh, okay, it's already there. All right, so there's a nice little pond. Okay, fabulous. All right, so that can all go back in the box. The box can go back in the magical chest of holding that I totally have access to all the time. And one of these, this one, I think. That's just regular. So there we go. Some seagrass. I might have placed all of the coral. Not entirely sure, but okay. But I do want to put in some seagrass and stuff here just to do some stuff. I might, yeah, something. Actually, do I have bone meal? That would be an interesting question. Bone meal. Aha! It grows stuff. Okay. So now, there we go. That's, get some taller grass. There we go. That's all right. That's a little too much grass. We have ourselves a problem. Just a little bit of a problem. It's okay. I put in the slabs there. I'm looking at that. It might actually be better to take the slabs out and continue a little bit of grass or something there. Okay. Maybe. Maybe. But I definitely want to take out some of this grass because it's a little bit too much. Let's grab some shears so I can actually save the grass. Oh. Okay. Put that back. Also, I think I do want to replace... I've got dirt. I don't need to... I don't need to get more out. Oops, darn it. Grab the... Where did I put my shears? I mean, there are shears there, but... I have good shears. Where the heck did I put them? Like, they're the shears of destiny. Well, that's just inconvenient. Okay, I mean... Oh, actually, you know what might be good here in a couple of places would be some lily pads. I have some lily pads, I think. I think I have lily pads. Okay. Alright, where did I... It's going to be in that shulker monster over there somewhere. Alright, let's double check... Let's double check the storage. And let's see if I've left... stuff maybe in the plant box. Well, there's a decided lack of lily pads over there. Yeah. Nothing over here. Where would I have... Oh, yeah. That doesn't need to be in there anymore. It's got a special place now. Yeah, I'm cooking up some netherrack. I was doing some stuff in the nether, ended up with a bunch of extra netherrack, so figured I can cook that up and make some bricks. All right, so where the heck would I have stuff? So, because I know I've saved some lily pads. All right, let's jump to the hub. All right, so I suppose the first place to look would be in the vault. Not the tools, flowers and dyes, nothing. There is nothing useful there. Ah, lily pads. Awesome. I don't need a lot of them, just a couple. All right. All right, so let's see now. It is almost bedtime, but, you know, it's okay. What I might do, and that would actually be sort of fun, would be to take a couple of beds and set them up as, like, a couch or something here, you know. I'll just throw a couple of lily pads up there. Now, if I take that torch out, it's definitely dark over here. Let's see if I come back under here and take out these slabs, because I think, honestly, I think the slabs might be blocking a little bit of the light. Well, I don't know. It's hard to say. Maybe not. Let's put this slab back. There's the light. Nope, it's not. Okay, so there's plenty of light there. Because the pond's lit up. I want it to be lit up. But I definitely need to start bringing some light around this. So that means I'm going to need some sort of decorative street lights here. Okay, and also a fireplace. Yeah, because if I run the fireplace into the wall, then this just becomes a nice little, you know, sort of a cozy little thing. So what I'm envisioning here too is I'll put some trees, some potted trees over here probably. You know, throw them under some, or on top of composters, right? And these will be stick trees, right? So they'll be fences, leaves around them, sitting in a pot. And because light shines through a composter, I don't know why composter is such a hard word for me to remember. But yeah, so light shines through it, so that'll help provide a little bit of light in and around some of this area. But I also should have some more visible lighting, right? Lampposts, basically. Now, what I could do is something along the lines of this this mess over here. Right, so in this garden, which is all sorts of pretty, I've got all of these crimson fences that I'm using for lamps and such. Okay, and I think that would be a fairly good thing to continue over on the other side. Yeah, in fact, I could even use this the same deal, the purple and crimson for the fireplace over there by the sunset. Yeah, it does give it sort of a unity of theme, which I suppose is a good thing at times, you know. I'm not 100% sold on the idea, but there's some definite benefits to doing that. Okay, so let's see. And while I don't have any, I don't think, having a few, throw that in there. Maybe having a little coral or something in there might be okay too, but we'll be fine. All right, so crimson. All right, okay. I've got some planks. Ah, there we go. There's some fence. Not a lot. Certainly not enough, but some. Got a whole lot of slabs and stuff, but not a lot of... I might have to go get some logs and such too, but... Okay, yep. Oh, hey, I've got some logs. Fabulous, because I'm going to need them. Okay, so go ahead and craft that. I need fence. Let's go ahead and get all the fence, which wasn't nearly as much as I thought it was going to be, but I'm out of sticks, so that's fine. Fine, I can come back and craft more, but I just realized I walked off without lanterns, and I mean, it's okay. Just obviously they're not going to be in there. Oh, okay, good. I've got lanterns. I thought I had some decorative type stuff floating around. All right, so let's come out this way. And I think what I want to do here is I want to bring this up, bring it out this way. This one is definitely going to be a T lantern. And I mean that in that it comes out in a T, not that it's like a tea light or something. All right. I'm actually going to take this out. Obviously I've got some lighting issues, but I want to be able to see them. So let's take all of the torches out. Now some of these places will end up being lit by, what's that, the fireplace, and then some trees and in composters and things. So, all right, so we've got that. And I think this is going to be another good place for one, right here. Oops. Well. Okay, now these ones are not, this isn't, I mean, it actually is a wider area than it was on the other side, but. Okay, so that's going to go there. Now I could, let's see. I'll have to see how much light the fireplace puts out, but I'm kind of thinking I want to put another one. Maybe I will put it right here. No, I actually want to push it back a block. Let's put it right here. Okay. Now the ones on the other side, they actually hang out a little bit further. But I'm going to go with this. Kind of like the idea of having all of the lampposts here on the inside of the park. I mean, I don't know why. I mean, there's something to be said for having them kind of sticking out from the wall. But I think I'm just not going to do that. So, all right, so what I'm going to need to do is get this area all sorted out with the fireplace. So I'm going to just throw some torches in just to keep things a little bit reasonable. Because again, I don't like it when things come and try to eat my face. I don't. Yeah, it's sort of. It's a personal thing, honestly. It really is. I just don't like it when stuff comes to eat my face. All right, so let's go and put the path stuff back. I'll throw that in there too, because that's a reasonable place for it. Now, for the fireplace, I think I'm going to go with the traditional fire and not the soul fire. I think it's going to be, red and not blue. Though I think I am still going to put it in purple. I'm kind of digging the purple. Now, the other thing I might do is replace this with a purple walkway. So, show you what I'm talking about here. And I have to go pick up some purple anyway, or some chorus fruit so I can make purple blocks. Right. So I've got this sort of pavilion thing. Looks sort of like a pagoda. I could use sort of a gate like that on the entrance to the park. Right. So if I just keep this same sort of theme, I think it might work out pretty well. And the same with this, other than the fact I'm not going to be using soul fire, I'm going to be using regular fire. Okay, so let's grab some chorus fruit. I have been farming it here just a little bit. Speaking of which, since I'm here, I'm going to turn off the light because I don't care about it right now. Let's go ahead and grab some chorus stuff. Go ahead and run the farm here real quick, just to because it's nice to have a little bit extra when I need it. Okay. One of the things I want to build over here, and I haven't quite figured out how I want to do it, is a small kelp farm that will feed the furnace, or that I can use to make kelp blocks to feed the furnace. Okay. It's kind of nice sometimes, too, just to reach up, grab a couple of extra flowers, just for, just to build up a little stockpile, just in case. A little bit of lag as that happens, but not too bad. All right. So all of that chorus fruit is going to go into the furnace and pop automatically for me. Because at least for now, regular chorus fruit has no use to me at all. Sure, you can eat it, but it's got this sort of teleporting effect. I don't need that in my life. I am not pretending to be an Enderman. Okay, so yeah. But the popped fruit's used all over the place for stuff. So throw that in the hoppers. There we go. Yeah, it's used for purple. It's used for end rods. Okay, so nice little farm action going on there. Now, don't know. What I don't know could fill volumes. Okay, did you manage to find your way back in? Good. I mean, they try to die, but, they kind of survive. Yeah, a little bit of sand might not go amiss in that other pond. Just a just a little bit, you know, and I'm not, I don't know, not 100% convinced. It's a smaller pond, so having it just be cobblestone and andesite might be okay. Okay. Oh, I should probably make some slabs too, because that's definitely going to be a thing, and I totally going to need the pillars anyway. I'll figure out what doing with the rest of it here in a bit. All right. Yeah, purpur is a block I don't tend to use a lot of, but I've been playing with it here, which is kind of why having the purpur show up over in the fireplace isn't necessarily a bad thing. And I've got to replace my mouse. Found some good ones online. I think I just need to decide if I want to order them or not. But yeah, a little bit of this going on. Could be all sorts of cool. All right, so let's block out where this fireplace is going to be. And I think coming right... Yeah, right about here might be good. So let's start... Yeah, so this is... Not that block, this block. Okay? Okay, so that's going to be there. Now what... Oh, that might be cool. Would be to put the regular fire in front. That's just there, right? And I can cut into this wall and do stuff here. All right, but you know, if there's a torch that is totally useless, that's probably about the same. Yep. All right, so I could build some of that up, but I could also put some soul fire behind it. That might be interesting. Because I can use... The soul fire doesn't put out a lot of light. It's pretty in blue, but not the most light intensive, right? But if I throw in some regular fire and maybe put some blue behind it, the other thing I could do, perhaps... Oh, that's an idea. Is I could put a little bit of... I could put the regular fire here, the soul fire right there, and build up, you know, a tree or something here in the middle if I need to spread some more light this way. That would be interesting. That would solve my light problems here in these sides. Right? I can even set up some benches and things that would be kind of nice, right? It's like, hi, look, there's this nice bench for, you know, the sitting. That's what they're for. That's definitely an idea. All right. Now, do I happen to have... well, I might have to go get some netherrack. I'm not entirely sure I've got any over here. All right, well, let's jump over to the nether then. Let's grab some netherrack. Yeah, netherrack box. It is raining piglins. I mean... That is sort of the point of this little machine here, but still. All the piglins, all the raining. Oh, the gold. Eventually, it takes it a moment. It does take it a little bit of time to get around. Because it's, you know, running through the system. Unfortunately, hoppers are not nearly as fast as water, but I'm in the nether. There's only so much you can do in the nether. It's a nice place and all, but... definitely has some issues. Also, I have an empty box up there, but... Okay. Let's see. So, got some netherrack. And I could throw in some So throw in some nice soul fire in a couple of places just for grins and giggles. I try not to get too crazy with the fire, despite my absolute love of fire. It's great in Minecraft, honestly. It adds some nice visual stuff. You know, it's wonderful. But too much fire, and you end up producing a little bit of lag. So, again, I'd like to not lag out the server because I have an epic fireplace. But you know, sometimes you just have to have an epic fireplace. And this is one of those times, I think, where, yeah, now got that, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. Not a big one, but definitely one I need to be thinking about, cognizant of it at some point. Okay, so what if... So I can put the fire there, and then I've got space behind it I can do all sorts of stuff with. I also have some black concrete, which will be, I think will be useful in a couple of places too. So let's try a couple things. Now this is going to be this would be sort of classic. Right, something kind of going in there like that. Okay, what if I were to do the, all right, so I'm going to have fire there. So let's take, oops, not those ones. Let's just put these here for now. Grab the pillars. Yeah, just run the pillars this way. Okay, this is kind of gives that same look of the arch, right? So this comes in like that. I can even bring that up that way. Not super excited about those. So let's change this up a little bit. And let's try doing this a little bit that way. Yeah, no, so I've got this hole here. That's fine. I can deal with that. Okay. All right. Now, of course, the way I've built that out... that's an interesting thought. That is a very interesting thought. So let's grab my crimson fence, and I may have to craft up some more of that. But there's a crafting table right behind me, so that should be fine. What if I do something a little more weird? Like, I'm going to, and by weird, I mean I'm going to put blocks in 100% the wrong place. Because that's just not how blocks work. You put them in the right place, and that's just silly. All right, so let's go and do this. Now, part of me wants to then say, okay, now what? I might... Okay, so now I need something back behind this. Let's try this black concrete. All right, so I'm going to definitely need to just open up a gap so I can get back here. All right, so what if I put some black concrete back behind this? All right, so that goes there like that. The fire's going to be burning there. No, the black concrete is definitely wrong. I need something to be back behind that, and I don't think the gray is it. I mean, it could be. All right, if I were to come back here with... Actually, it might not be too bad. Okay, I don't want to put more purple in. That would overpower that. Okay, but I can put that in, and I can even then fill out some black that way. Right? And then light that, and so that might be good. Though, maybe instead of the black concrete, let's try something else. What I want to try is some blackstone. Coal would be funny, but no. Oops, wrong place. All right, so I happen to have blackstone in one of these boxes. There we go. And I'm just going to take some plain blackstone. Okay. Because I want the texture. I don't want it to be too regular. The problem I had with the concrete is it was just flat. Okay. All right, so let's grab a lighter. I have a torch. That should count, right? Torches are totally capable of setting things on fire. Right? Sure. Okay. Yeah. The blackstone behind it is really nice. I like that. You can get a really good look, too, if you put cracked stone brick behind a fire. All right, but let's come in this way now. What I want to do is I'm going to take out this. Put a little stone brick action here. Not quite that high, I think. All right, so let's take that out, replace that with stone. I want to... Let's go ahead and take this out here, too. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to play just a little bit with the fire. Now, I've been told you shouldn't play with fire, and that is true in most cases. But when it comes to Minecraft, playing with fire is fun. Go ahead and replace that. You ever have that moment when your mustache tickles your nose and it's just annoying? I hate shaving, but that's one of those things. It's like, yeah. All right, so what I'm thinking here is getting some soul sand, setting some blue fire back behind it with a little bit of, I don't know, maybe the purple. Actually, no, what might be good there is not the stone, but some warped stem. Because the warped stem and the purple looks really nice together. Which is surprising. I would have thought that that warped stem and stuff looks good, but it really does. Okay, so... Alright, so let's see now. Let's do this. Let's build out a pattern here. And I'm going to set it back here against this wall. So let's do... I've got 3 blocks, that's a good thing. Let's do it this way. So I want to take some slabs, first of all. I'll take a slab there. I'll put an upside down stair here and here. Oops, that's facing the wrong way. Yeah, so that's going to go there. I'm trapping myself in here. That's probably unwise. Just a little bit, you know, trap yourself in your build. It'll be fun. I need to replace those blocks. I'll figure out what to do that with in a minute. Let's do this. Right now, I suppose I could come in here like that. Or bring it up a little bit more, but I don't want it to get too big. In fact, even this might be a little bit much, but if I were to come in here, say like that. Huh. Now that could be interesting. Now the problem is, if I'm going to be lighting that up with fire, or if I want to put soul sand behind this, it's going to have to go behind those blocks, which, you know, can be okay. I can work with that. And it's not going to light up back behind that. Because fire is only one block high. Now, yes, it does sort of stick up a little bit into the block above it. All right. Grab my soul sand box. Well, it's my redstone box, but I keep my soul sand in it because I use it with red. Oops. Well, that's not happening. Okay, so soul sand. So if I put soul sand there and there. Okay. Now I'm also thinking of putting it there. Okay, so let's see now. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, you know what would have been really good? Is to set that middle one. I want to replace these, which I think I can, because I think this is... I can replace this, because this is inside a hill. So that's not really an issue. Okay. Okay, so I can totally come back here and do that. Okay, yep, I want that. Yep. All right, so what if I were to take this blackstone, come back here like this? All right, other than this looking really stupid, I'm just gonna fly. It's gonna be a little bit easier. Okay. Ow. Of course, easier, but also I'm on fire now, which is less easy. Okay. Yeah, I want a little bit of something here. Coming up to this grade. I don't want to tear out a lot more of that grade. It's just too... It's there. It's part of the wall, and I just don't want to tear out too much more of the wall. I mean, I could bring it up a little bit, I suppose, but let's see. Now, I'm not committed to this, but I kind of like the blackstone underneath it. Okay, but I do need a little bit of something here. So what if I were to come out with... I don't want to interfere with that too much, so... I'm not thrilled, I'll just say. Okay, right, and then these would go back there. I mean, it's not bad. Heck, even the little bit of soul sand you can see through the stair isn't bad. Kind of curious what this does to the light. Take that out. Yeah, because... Okay. What did I do with all of my torches? I mean, I suppose I might have used them all, but I kind of think that's not the case. There they are. Okay, so yeah, not a lot of light gets generated there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not super thrilled with this, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure how I want to change it, which makes it even worse. Yeah, I don't think I have any here. I'm gonna go see if I have some warped stem. I mean, I could always go farm more, but let's use what I've got before I go heading out into the wide world. The epic shulker search. I've got some stripped, but I want some unstripped. There we go. Okay. So I just throw some of this stuff in the sorter that I'm not going to need right this very instant. And grab a quick nap. Because naps are awesome. Big fan of naps. Super big fan of naps. I can't take them as much as I used to because I'm at a point where, you know, they make it hard for me to sleep. All right. So first things first, let's take out these blocks. Okay, and let's replace them with the, there we go. Honestly, I think what I might want to do is push this even further back into the wall, which I think I can do. I'd have to check it on the other side, but I think I've got space here. Yeah. So I could push this back another... Can I push it back another block? Yes, I can. On this side, I think I can on that side as well. And if I were really clever, and like more clever than I have any expectation of being... Oops. Well, that was went just a touch too far. What I could do then is I could throw a little secret entrance back here too. Okay. Yeah, I do like the warp stem coming up there. I don't like any of this. So I kind of like the idea of... Let's go put out the fire. I do kind of like the idea of putting the blue fire back behind the wall. But I don't like where it is, for one thing. And that's a problem. Okay. Pull all that stuff out. All right, so what I have here is lousy. All right, so I need to do a little bit of other shaping here, but I do like the warp stem behind this. So let's go pull that out. Okay. Oops, sorry. Hit the mic. That's that thing. Okay, so if I were to push this back, so the fire would be back here, and I can do a little bit... I don't know, what if I bring this way? I wish I could have fire that burns down, you know? It's like, oh, I'll just put the soul sand here and let it burn underneath. Yeah, fire doesn't work that way. Actually, looking at this, maybe I do want to bring this up a block. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not totally convinced, but let's play with it and see. Okay. Actually, that's not too bad. In fact, I could even bring these wings up a little higher if I wanted to. Oh, here's now an interesting question. Is this symmetrical? Well, the short answer is it's not. So 1, 2, 3. There. Okay, so I might need to move the fire. On the other hand, well, yeah, because I could put this here, which is okay. Suddenly I'm out of warped stem. Well, that's okay. It's just I can go get more, but it's all right. But now that glowstone is going to be a little bit of an issue. Yeah, so the issue is just this park isn't quite... There's just a lot of weird stuff lined up with what's where and when and why. I did line the fireplace up with this. And that is symmetrical in the wall, but this castle and the hill that is built in pushes out this way a little bit. So it's not symmetrical within the area here. Okay. Though I honestly don't need this glowstone down here anyway, so cool. So I could just take that out. What I really needed was this. Okay, so I can... No, I don't want to add glowstone there, but I can take out this glowstone. Okay, because it's just not needed. It existed there because it was there. Yeah, okay, so I can actually slide that over, but... And that's wet, okay. But so this side is a little bit bigger. And I said it's only because this castle wall pushes in this way. And I can't really do anything about that. That purple that you see behind those designs, that's the wall of the throne room. So I can't really go that way any further. And that is the exterior wall of the castle. I can't really go that way either. So this is what it is, and what it is, well, wrong. It's definitely an issue. So okay, so let's go ahead and take that out. Let's take this out. All right, now the problem here might be I'm just trying to do too much. I might be going too far, and that's what's causing some issues here. But when it was just the gray, even when it was gray brick, it was just a little bit too much. It was a little too plain, right? Even if I were to throw some trees and stuff in front of it, it just needs a little bit more. And I think maybe what I'll do is I'll go back to the walls. Take that out. I'll go back to the gray walls, but... Or maybe I'll go back to purple walls with... No, not purple. Not completely, anyway. So kind of what I'm thinking is I'll go back... I'll go to a color of wall with some patterns in it. So I'll have some stairs, I'll have some slabs, just some random stuff that I can then throw some soul fire behind and just make this sort of blinky. I mean, I guess if that's kind of the way you want to think about it. But yeah, the fact that this is an even number going this way, and I don't want to break the symmetry here with this. Right, this is lined up with this window. I don't want to change that. So I might go a little bit higher. Right, come up like that. Of course, doing that, I do have to worry about light levels just a touch. But that's okay. I can worry about that in a bit. So what to do then with this wall? And what to do with that? So I really don't want to push up. I can't really push up higher than this because I've got the glowstone there. All right. So what if I take the stem? Okay, and I just take this. Oops. Let's try just running it straight, huh? Okay. Now the catch is I don't want this to necessarily be symmetrical. Okay. Because symmetry is going to emphasize the fact that this is off center, and I don't really want to do that. So I think I want to push this way. There, like that. So that's going to have to come out and go like that. All right. Now, if I were to come in here with, let's say I take some purple of, various pillaring forms here. I'll bring this way. And I'm going to take this out here. Okay, and it's dark. And it's dark lots of places. Because, hey, guess what? It's nighttime, and that's what happens at night, is it gets all dark. So, try to keep that from being a problem. All right, so... Okay, so if I bring this way... Now, I might be able to... Let's see. Can I dig into this wall? I can. All right, so I'm going to leave that block empty for now, just to remind myself that I actually can use that if I need to. Also, that just looks stupid. Okay. And then if I were to come through here and let's do... Okay, so... Yeah, let's go like that, and sure, like that. No, maybe I'll come in with a little bit of my slabs. A little slab action happening here. Let's put a stair there like that. No. No, let's not put the stair there. That looks crazy. All right. No, if I want... Okay, I gotta... This is wrong. If I want to build this around fire, which, again, it's a worthy cause, building stuff around fire. Maybe what I should do is put the fire blocks in place first. Okay, so what I can do is... Okay, and I can't put any right above that because of it would put the fire out. I could put some there. right? Which would be good, right? So I could come in here, say, with a slab. Just slab that there like that. I could put a little bit of something here. This will be blank, so because the fire is going to come up here, I could put, say, actually, what I could do, upside down stairs here. I want to put something back behind the blocks, but that's okay. All right, so if I put those there like that, put a little bit, go that way, that might be good. I need to block off that. Oops, that's too much. Too much, it's going to hide the fire. Can't have that. Do not hide the fire. Okay. So I'll have some fire there. That I'll just need to put a little bit of something back behind it. Okay, and then if I were to put some fire there, I need a little bit of something here, which I could just put a slab. All right, so let's come back behind this and light all this stuff up. And then maybe do with, and then put some black stone in there. So this is going to go like that. All right, just like that. And then I want to take some, yeah, see how little light this soul fire gives off? All right, so then I want to bring in the black stone this way. I might have to get in there, put a little more black stone above the fire as well. Just depending on what you can see when you're looking at it. Okay. Okay, that's not bad at all. And then if I were to see, okay, that's a little bit of an issue. Not a major one, but a little bit of one. I'll worry about that in a bit. Okay, so the other issue is my lighting over here. But even that's not that big of a deal, I think. I think I can make that okay if I were to just come get some lanterns. Got a fireplace. What do you need a lantern for? So, okay, all right, if I hang some lanterns from those, that sheds enough light there that it's not an issue. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to spread some warp stem love through there. Okay. In fact, I could even do the same type of thing over here if I wanted to. And actually probably should. All right. So I can do that. And what I'll do is I'll do a different design right here. Because it's a different design, the fact that it's asymmetrical will be less important because, hey, it's a different design. All right, so let's jump back here. The Great Shulker Hunt, because I am so freaking organized, I can't stand it. Or, I'm sorry, disorganized that I can't stand it. No, that was intentional. Okay. Oops. Got some hyphae, but that's not whale cheese nuggets. Well, friends, it is time to go farm a little bit of warp stem here. All right. Well, I can do that. Fortunately, I can totally do that. So let's go do the thing. I can also turn off most of this. Yeah, I need to deal with spawning and all sorts of other fun stuff in here, but there isn't a whole lot that spawns down here that really bugs me, so not worried about it. Okay, so I need... First off, I'm going to be doing warped. Okay, warped is good. Grab some warped fungus, and I'm going to need some... Let's say cocktail sauce. Not quite. Some bone meal. Not quite the same stuff, right? Alright, so let's... Oops, come on. It's that way. Alright, fine. You know, I'm just going to stop trying to play games with your hearts and just do it. Alright, so that goes that way. Alright, so we'll just... So we'll get ourselves some trees here. It'll be fine. This will be easy peasy. Oh. Alright. It's not a huge deal. I left my toolbox actually out. So it's not my ender chest, which has my hoe. Which makes dealing with this stuff a heck of a lot easier. So I'll have to go get... How many more do I have? Looks like a few. Alright, hang on. I need to just race back here real quick so I can pick up my hoe. You know, again, it's just so much easier to deal with some of this stuff. Okay. Alright, here we are again. So, grab the hoe. Alright, just clear this out real quick. Alright, there. 3 more, which is going to be awesome. Oops, hang on. There we go. 1. Come on, I can do this. 2. I have the power. 3. There we go. Alright, cool. So, let's get this stuff out of the way. So it's not an epic tree farm. It's not some automatic farm, but it does the job. Which, it's pretty much what I've got it here for, is to do the job. So, you know, you use what you got. And what I've got is an axe. There we go. I had thoughts, and then I didn't. Okay, so we'll just farm all this stuff up. Oh, okay. I'm done with that. Done with that. Done with that. All right. So... Okay, so, you know, we'll just see how things are going. Right? Sure. It's a beautiful day in the Netherhood. A beautiful day in the Nether. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Of course, saying "won't you be my Nether" is probably not quite the feel that Mr. Rogers was going for. Okay, so... Yep, just grab all of this fun and exciting stuff. Alright, I don't need that. That can... This is my, hey, bone meal me box. Alright, so grab a bunch of that stuff. That should be enough warp stem for the moment. I'm not going to worry about getting too much more. This is the sorting box, so throw that in there. Do I want to... Nah, I'll bring that with me. Alright, cool. Oh, hey. It's dark here. All right. Well, I could sleep. Sleeping is good. I'm a big fan. It's okay. We'll make the dark go away. Please make the dark go away. It's scary. Okay, so actually, no, I do need to bring that way. So when I get out on the other side, I need to go take a look at what's happening with the wall there. Okay, so this can go like that. Oh no, this is fine. It just needs to actually be pushed back a little bit. Yeah. Okay, which is a little bit annoying, but not a huge problem. Okay, so this is going to come up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Yes. Oh, no, I did line that up. I just pushed back that way. Okay, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4. Never mind. I'm okay with that. Yes, I think I am. Okay. Okay, so that's going to go in that way. Right? Again, see, that one's 5. This one's only 4. But I add different patterns and things to it, and it's... and that'll be fun. So... Right. Different patterns. Different things. All right, so let's try a couple of things. First off, I'm going to fill in some of this dirt. Just so I have something to put stuff on, if nothing else. Okay, so what do I want this to look like? It's the question of the ages. What if I go here like this? Okay. Yeah, and what I can do is I can put soul sand down here. This is easy. If I want it up a little higher, so we fire there. So I can do... Oh, what if I were to do... Hang on. Put some blocks like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I am trapping myself in an epic hole here. I'll just cut my way around this tree here for a minute. There we go. There we go. See? Perfect. All right, so that can go there, which means I can put... So if I put some soul sand back behind that... So there's going to be fire here. Oops. Oh, right. Okay, and now I'm going to need blocks coming across the top. I'm going to fire right there. Heck, I could run fire all the way across if I wanted to. Which, who doesn't want fire all over? Ah, except I want to push this back. I mean, it's fine. It's just... going back to the style I've got going, oops, on the other side, I really need this to be back further. Okay. Because what I'm doing is, you can see it here. This wall is pushed shrink in like that. So I actually need to build this underneath there like that. Okay. All right, so that's going there like that. Let's grab some more dirt. All right, so let's do this again. All right, so these stairs come in here like this. Right, just kind of like that. These guys come out this way. Okay, and just give myself a back door here so I can get back here. And I may need to dig into this wall and put in some blackstone as well. I did that on the other side here. So when you look through the fire, you're seeing blackstone and not, stone. All right, so that was going to go there. Thinking about putting some stairs here like this. Okay. Some fire up there on the sides, or maybe I want to put it in the middle. That actually has some interesting thoughts to it. Of course, the other option is just to go this way. Oh, what if I were to take these slabs? I was going to line the top here, right, like that. And I'd have fire going all the way around it. Okay, which is certainly a reasonable thing to be doing. But that's one too many stone out of that stack there. I don't know what I am gonna do. I don't know. I'm still on the Peter and the Wolf kick. I'm sorry. It's just one of those things. Sometimes it's something cool, and other times it's Peter and the Wolf. It's just, what songs go through your mind today? It's just... All right, now probably want to block that off as well, just to yeah, probably. We'll see. Let's see. I might have to cut back through that blackstone just to put it in. But, right, all of that right there. Might need to do this up here too. In fact, probably should. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just take this blackstone in here like that. Okay, and let's see, I think probably like that. Okay, cool. Of course, now I can't light anything on fire, which is, probably better for the world around me, but... Okay, so... Alright. Take this out for a minute, because I do want to go ahead and run soul sand right there. Alright, so now this is going to go in there like that. Cool. Now, where's my lighter? I put it back in the toolbox. Toolbox, toolbox. My lighter is in the toolbox. Alrighty. So now let's see how this is going to work. Which... Is it going to work? Let this be a lesson to you. Light stuff on fire before you finish building. Right? Okay. Yeah, I'll fill that in here in a minute. All right, fine. Okay, so all of that's gonna get lit. All right, so see, we've got that lovely fire going right there. I think I need to. Maybe that's just the smoke. I was thinking there I saw some wall back there, but I think it's just smoke. So it's all good. All right, so let's go ahead. 2, 3, 4, light that up like that. Yeah. Yeah, that's not too bad. And I do want to do a little bit up top there. So maybe let's take some... Ooh, yeah, this is an idea. This is an idea whose time has come. Probably. All right, so let's grab some blackstone slabs here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the blackstone, run it along the top there like that, run it along the bottom here, embed it, so like this, okay? Same thing up top here. So that goes in there like that. Now, don't let me forget, I do have to run around the other side of the wall and fix the one stone block I removed when I put this in. Oops, that's the wrong place. Okay, so this is going to slide over like that. Okay. Now, again, light levels being what they are, got a little bit of darkness happening over here, which is okay. Because I'll put a tree or something there, and that'll be fine. Okay, so while I'm thinking about it, and, you know, darkness is coming for me, it's just there. Extend that mountain out just a touch so that I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Actually, before it gets dark, let's come back and look at this. See, that's not bad at all. Need to... Yeah, it's all right. So let's go ahead and just throw that in there. And that gives a nice little bit of fancy pantsiness. So I think I want to bring the blackstone out one more block. Okay, so first things first. Let's grab some more slabs. Then let's sleep and get some water, because water rules. Okay. All right, so let's go back here. Throw this stuff in. I need my shovel and not my axe. And I'm just going to run this blackstone right under here. Well, that was a blackstone slab, which is, or a block, which is not quite what I wanted. Would it look the same? Sure, but not quite what I wanted, so. All right, so speaking of things not quite what I want, you know, put things in places. There we go. There we go. Not 100% thrilled with how that's dealing with that wall, but I'm also not upset with how it's dealing with that wall, so I can go with that. Okay. Yeah, I would really like it if that Soulfire put out just a little bit more light, but it's okay. It is just fine. There's the chest. Okay, cool. So now I need to do some other gardening. You know, I was hoping to get to a shop today, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think I'm going to be spending most of this time here on this lovely garden. And have I mentioned that I think it's lovely? Okay. Okay, yeah. Ooh. Let's move this over one, I guess. All right. I know, I just went at it with an axe, but it's okay. The world will forgive me eventually. They may not know it yet, but they will. Okay, so that's going to go that way. Grab some dirt here, fill that in. All right. So I'm going to build a tree there. Okay, so let's see what's happening over here. In fact, oh, that's actually good. It's good. I want to put in a tree, but maybe, what if I were to put it, here? Oh, all right. So if I put in a tree, say here, okay, is that going to put off enough light? No. No, it's not. All right. Great. So the issue is I'm just a little bit close to this wall, so putting in a tree here is going to be a little bit much. But, ooh, what if I just put in a bush? That would work. Okay, so I'll do it that way. So I'll go and put that there. And I can still put in the composter. But then I can build up a little bit of a bush around this. Just a little bit of one, nothing too crazy. I don't have any more. I need to put another lamppost, I think. Or, better yet, let's put in another tree. Let's put it right here. Okay, so that goes away. Oops, come on. Okay, so that goes there like that. All right, I've got some lamps going this way. So see, this way it's a lie. The fire hasn't put out a lot of light, but the light's coming up from under the trees, or the bush in this case, which will sort of spread things out. It'll look fine. It'll be totally fine. All right, so let's take this one out, and let's look at the light levels. Okay, so I've got some darkness on both sides here, and I think I've got some darkness there. So I'm going to have to deal with this in a couple of ways. Now, part of what I can do, so I could put a tree, let's say I put a tree here. Okay. So tree goes there. That area is still dark. This area is still dark. Okay. Now, I can't put, trees and stuff there. But what I could do is I could set up another arch. So I was talking about taking this out, which would spread the lamps out. Let's look at that first. Do I have? Well, I've got more of those, so that's fine. Grab a few sticks. All right, and grab a few fences. Okay, great. So now, all right, so now let's see. I want to build this out. Maybe right about here. I kind of want so I may end up changing the path. I want the path to kind of go through it, so yeah, I'll end up changing that path. But let's get this out of the way. All right, so what are we looking at? 3 wide, so this is going to be 5 wide. So 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So ooh, that might be a little bit close to the bank. Let's push this back a little bit. Okay, so let's go here. 2, 3, like that. No, that's still going to be too close to the bank. So I'm going to push it back one more. Okay, so now, go up 2, 3, 2, oops, 3. Okay, now let's grab my purple blocks, which I just happen to have right here in my hot little inventory. Okay, so that comes up this way, and I need some pillars, because those go across like that. Okay. So these come up here like this. Now, this block goes away. And this goes here, and then this one comes out. Okay. Kind of, sort of like that, in some reasonable form or other. Okay. And then these hang there like that. Now, aside from the fact I think it's too short, it doesn't give out nearly enough light. So could make it taller. So I'd make it a little bit more of a gateway in, but in all honesty, I'm not entirely sure I'm liking that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take this out. I just think it's a little too much here at the front, right? Because there's a lot going on. I've got the lanterns happening here. I've got all sorts of other stuff. So let's do this. Let's bring this lamp out. This does need to be a little bit higher, though. Okay, so this lantern is going to come out this way. All right, good. So that provides enough light over there. And then what I could do is, so it's still a little dark there, and that's fine. I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to deal with that with a rock pile. Okay, it's going to be a lovely rock pile full of rocks and piles. Yeah. And then this, I think, honestly, I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just come up this way. Well, 4. All right, so those come out because they're in the wrong place. Totally and completely. All right. Boom. All right, so other than having some light issues, that's fine. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I have to go, I got to find a box to put purple in. But I need some, well, I've got some cobblestone, I've got some andesite. So that'll work. So let's take this cobblestone and the andesite. Okay, and what I'm going to do, maybe I'll take some stairs too. All right, so what I'm going to do is this block right here. So what if I were to come up this way? Now that's still dark, and that's okay. I'm just going to run a little bit of just a little bit of a rock pile kind of coming that way. There, see? Completely, it's lit, right? That's light level 8. The rest of the stuff is non-spawnable. And so, while it's a little bit dim there, nothing's going to spawn there and cause problems. Okay, now I also have this area here as well. So, all right, so, and probably that area here. So I need to do a couple of things. Now this would be a horrible time for a creeper to show up and just scare the pants off me. So yeah. All right, so let's come down here. Okay, so that's going to go there. And now I can do sort of a similar thing with the rocks over here. Wow, I am just loaded with purple. Way too much purple. Yeah, so let's take some of this andesite. All right, and some of this. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of cobble's going to come up this way a little bit, and that's fine. I'm going to just take a little bit of andesite this way. And maybe a little bit like that. So I've got a nice little rocky area there. Okay, again, non-spawnable. I don't have to worry about extra light. Now, where I do have to worry about some light is up here. My decorations are going to get me killed. But, yeah. All right, so now I need to worry about this here. So, let's see. What to do about that? Now, so I'm going to have a bush over there. I'm going to have a tree sort of there. Honestly, maybe I want to move this tree over. Okay, so let's grab this glowstone. Glowstone goes there. Yeah, so I still have a little bit. Now, what I can do with that is just I'll just grab a button. Right, buttons are wonderful decorations when you want them to be. Right, so I can let's grab a couple of stone buttons. Why? Because stone buttons are great little rocks, right? And so over here, now I don't think I'm going to do the button thing. At least not as to the same extent. But let's see. I'm going to put another rock pile here, though. So let's do this. I'm going to bring this out this way just a touch. Let's go up like that. I will throw a button there. Okay, so just throw a little bit like this. Just a little bit of a... There we go. See? No light problems, no spawning problems, except for my very epic designs up there. And I said I might just have to go get some black carpet. Just take care of it that way. All right, cool. Cool. So this is going to work. And I've got my different designs going here on the fire. So I'm just going to turn the lights off, or the overlay off for a minute. Yeah, and that's definitely a thing. Okay. Yeah, so... All right, so I've got this... I mean, there are no shops here or anything like that. But so that didn't happen. But it's all right. Okay, so what I am going to do now is let's throw a few trees and some bushes, which means maybe some leaves would be helpful. Okay, so let's take... I only have one small thing of birch, which, I can go get more, but I never really farmed a lot of birch leaves, you know what I mean? So I'm going to come out here. Let's see. We'll just kind of sort of... Actually, I might throw a little bit of spruce in there, too, just for the grins and the giggles. All right, now this was going to be all bushy. Because it's really too big an area, or too small an area to throw a tree in. So I just wanted to put a bush there. I think I still have plenty of light. Okay, should be fine. Assuming something doesn't spawn on the leaves there, this should be just peachy, right? All the peaches. All right, now this, on the other hand, is going to be a tree that is just wrong. All of the wrongness has hit this tree at the same time. I don't know about you, but it feels like that happens to so many things in my life. All right, just fly. Just be that person. Okay, so... Oh, actually, you know what? I am going to take a branch. It's going to come out that way. Okay, I'm really bad with this stuff, but... this whole idea of, hey, let's make a tree. It's organic. It'll look great. I'm sure it will. Sometimes I can make it look okay, and other times it just looks a little funky, but doesn't look anything like a spruce. It actually looks a little bit more like an oak, which is okay. All right. And what I'll do is I'll come in with some seeds or something and just fill that with compost, so doesn't look like it's floating. Looks like it's in potting soil, which is a fun little trick. The other thing you can do that with is you take some podzol and you lay that down, put some flowers in it. Works out pretty well. All right, so let's throw in another tree. All right, so this one, I'll just bring that up that way a little bit. Let's see. just bring a little bit of it down like this, perhaps. I had shears. I don't know where I put my shears of destiny, but I've lost them. They're in a box somewhere, I hope. I don't think I just chucked them on the floor. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to take some leaves and I want to put them there. Okay, I think. Yeah, that's getting a little close to the path, perhaps, but it's okay. Part of the trick with trees, don't make them look too symmetrical. At least that's what I've been told. I can't say I have huge amounts of practical knowledge. Ooh, that just looks cool. You still get that perpetual sunset going, which is nice. I like it. The blue might have been the wrong choice for the top. I might want to get up there and use some black for that, but it looks good. I'll go with that. Okay, so now, let's see. Oh, yeah, one more. 1 more tree. Need 1 more tree. Okay, so this is going to slide up around this way, and what I'll do is I'll put a lower branch down here. Okay. Okay, just kind of sort of spread this out a little bit. I'm going to leave that blank. We'll put this up here. I don't know. Do I want it to come down onto the ground? Kind of like that, perhaps? Okay. That's sort of okay. It does need a little bit in the middle. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Let's do it this way. Let's take those out. I'm going to put one there. I'm going to put one there. Maybe there instead. You know, it's a tree. It's kind of works. All right, they're not perfect, but trees shouldn't be perfect, even in a park, right? Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and put our tree bits back. And the next thing I need to do is come through here with some flowers and some other fun stuff. So let's get those. Now I've got some flowers here. I might need to go get some more, but we'll go with these things for now. All right, so let's take, I'll just put a little bit of some of this stuff. Just, I know it's sort of the warped stuff, which is a little weird, I freely admit, but I think it adds a nice little dimension to some of this stuff. Now, there are a few places where it's like, all right, maybe not, but okay. Yeah, just to add a little bit of, adds a little bit of color, a little bit of just general weirdness, but I think it's going to fit reasonably well with the rest of this. All right, so now, what else do I have? I don't have any tall flowers, so I should probably go get a few of those. But, you know, let's just sort of throw some of these around here. Just to, maybe not too close to the fire. Okay, I mean, okay, I had the joke, but then I can't remember the name. Garth Brooks cannot abide standing outside the fire, but the fires probably can. There we go. See, I knew the joke would get there eventually. It just had to wait for my brain to quit grinding gears. Okay, let's bring some of that. Bring some grass this way. Okay, now this won't grow while my shulker is on it, but that's all right. Okay, so now the road's going to come this way. It'll come up to the bank. The park will connect to the road. I'm going to smack the microphone a couple of times. It's going to be great. Everyone's going to love it. They will, or they will find out what it's like standing inside the fire. You know. What are we doing today, kids? Today we're playing a Benedai. I'm sorry. We're playing Joan of Arc. You get the role of Joan today. No. Yeah. So. And so I do need to get in here with some larger flowers. Do I have some bluet on me? I don't think so. Okay, which is fine. But yeah, throwing a couple of roses and stuff in a few places will help. Especially like over here, could use some roses. And I need to bring maybe some of the taller flowers here in the middle as well. Okay, just to bring that. You know, like the allium perhaps might be good. Or, yeah, just... Yeah, it might be okay right there. Instead, I'll get some roses, help throw them around the outside. Okay, cool. So to do that, though, I'm going to need some tall flowers of various sorts. All right, so... I'm sort of out of room there. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. He's both of those at the same time. All right, so let's grab some bone meal. And let's go make some tall flowers. Oops. All right, so let's grab some roses, some peonies. Yeah, grab a few of those too. Let's grab a few more roses. I like the roses. They're because they're a little bit bolder color, you know, I think they work a little bit better in some of these cases. And I like the peonies because they've got larger flowers. The lilies are great, or the lilacs, excuse me, are great, but they're just a little bit, well, spindly, which is maybe not quite the right word for the flowers, but yeah, it's what I'm going with. I mean, they're flowers. They're not, I don't know, other things. Other things that go with words that I don't remember. All right, let's throw some peonies in a few of these places. I don't want to get it too crazy, but I definitely want to spread out some stuff, grab a little height here. This might be a place where, if I had it, some of the dripstone might be good. You know, just because then you can get those dripstone vines that go up. You know, be good. Glow berries would be good too, but you have to hang them off something, and I don't really want to create an overhang here for those. So yeah, that's going to be a thing that doesn't happen. Let's see. Do I want to do anything else? I probably should spread a few of the flowers out this way a touch. Let's go like that. Yeah, let's replace that with the peonies. All right, and I don't want them to be in too much of a line here, so we'll just let's spread some of this action out. I could spread some out in front of Pillager Bank, but for now we'll leave it. Let's see. Yeah, let's throw yeah, let's go and throw some lilacs there. Got some roses coming along over here. Yeah, again, I'm a little close to the fire, but that's not bad. I thought about putting in some park benches, right? So that I'd have some benches here, so you can sit by the fire. I think I'm not going to do that. There just really isn't room. Yeah. Yeah, some dripstone would be really nice in here too. Or not the stone, but the dripstone leaves. That's not dripstone leaves. Whatever. I don't have them. Who cares what they're called? The mind has ceased to function. Whatever am I going to do? Oops. Hey, let's click on the right thing there, shall we? Thank you very much. All right. Great. So, I think we have a park. Oh, you know what? I need to go drop off a bunch of this purple stuff. Let me go to my storage real quick. Am I sorting stuff? Oh, I am. Yep. Okay, so all of that goes in there. I think I've got stuff for it all in the purple box. We'll find out. If I don't, well, you know, it's a thing that doesn't happen. Okay, so. There's the Shears of Destiny. Okay, cool. I just shoved them where they didn't go. That's fine. Also, that seagrass does not go there at all. Okay, this guy, that's got the... That's where the seagrass goes. All right, so... Boom. Park. With that, with the nice sunset glass going on there. All right. Now, I do need to do a number of things around here to deal with lighting and stuff, but for now, it's okay. I think we've got just this nice little park. You can meander through here, enjoy the fire, maybe not climb into the fire. That would be uncomfortable. And, yeah. Yeah, I like it. So, right, so you can look at the fire, you come around this way. All right, you've got this nice pond going on here. You've got some, see more of the stuff. It's a nice sort of walk-through garden, right? Those are nice to have around, right? Sure they are. Okay. Cool. So now, jeez, there's never a pillager around when you need one. Yeah. Pillagers, I want you to come pillage. Please to be pillaging? That would be great. You know, if I were smart, I would be color coding my shulker boxes when I throw them randomly up here on the wall, but that would make too much sense, and I'm not going to do that. So who would dye shulker boxes? Well, you know, sometimes. All right. So let's see now. Oh, because, yeah. I really need to find some pillagers. I know they've shown up here. Of course, I've lit up a lot of this area, so they might be hiding, but it would be nice if they just would show up so I can get one. You know, I don't need the giant raid that I had a while back where it was like Mulan with all the pillagers coming over the hill. But, you know, a couple of them around would be okay. A little scouting party would be just fine. I could kite them over here. All right, we'll just take a quick peek around. I know, it's like silliness. But come pillagers. I know the castle's looking a little weird and geometric at the moment, but that's okay. It's okay. That's the skeleton of the castle it is what it is. And that is, well, a bunch of wool set in octagons. Oh, but that's going to look fun when I actually start building that castle up that way. So here, let me go ahead and just hop up here and show you. So I'm going to have this big section of castle, I'm going to bring these walls up so this comes out more or less straight. This one's going to come up. I haven't decided if I want to put a second story on this one or not. Okay, I've thought about it, gone back and forth with myself, have not fully decided. But as I bring these walls up around, this is sort of the keep inside, and then I'm going to have some room for, little shops and houses and other things sort of up on this higher level of the castle. Okay. This is going to be another castle, sort of a guardhouse, something like that, with some village built up and around it over here. Now, I suppose I built it up around this hill because I liked what that was doing. I could trim it off a little bit, but I like having it come out this way. Right, it actually forms this little bit of a T here. Right, so I could take out that wall. I put it in there, but I might take that out and just make that T the castle. And what I might do, that might actually be like the local police. That might be, something, right? You play with it. I haven't totally thought out all of the lore for that yet. All right, well, there are no pillagers. There's never a pillager around when you need one. Okay, so with that in mind, let's figure out what's the next shop I want to build, right? So I've got several places marked out. That's what all of these white wool outlines are. So I want to be putting some buildings here. And one of the things I was looking at doing was putting a stable right here. And right here, or maybe under there. So the reason why this area would make some sense is I've got this road, this tunnel, that comes into this section of the city, but it tunnels under this hill and leads out to that section of the city that way. Little thing coming on over there. And then the main road for this section of the city comes this way, right? So as you come in, I'm going to have the main castle gate right here, right? I don't have the road in. I'm going to be building a city out this way, unless any of Mandolin's wonderful people decide to come help build out. This is what my plan is. So I'll build a city here with some docks out, one of these sides or the other, or both actually would make some sense. Build the buildings up on those hills, and then run road sort of up through the gates. The road's going to fork. This is going to be it's a little bit of a castle, sort of a guardhouse type thing. So one road goes that way, one road goes in this way. So this one goes up into this castle. This one comes out into whatever this part of the city is. I kind of feel like I should put another small building or two over here of some sort or other. I don't know what. But with the road coming this way, right, it would make some sense. You put the stables over here. That would be interesting. I was thinking of building an inn over here, right? Because I've got this big hill, turn that sort of into a 2-story thing. But maybe what I could do is the same thing here. Build this into stables with a bridge, sort of a footbridge that goes across to something over here, right? To some building here. I don't know quite what I want it to be. But it would make some sense. It would be maybe some housing of some sort, right? If I build it down, so I've got entrance here and then stairs up, that would be cool, right? So basically, this is your public parking, so as you can get to the outdoor mall that's happening out here, right? Actually, that would be interesting too. Is I could make this a make this sort of a pub, right? So you've got your horse parking over there, and then you can come around through a door up the stairs into this area, which then has this nice overlook, right? So you get a view that looks out over the city a little bit, right? So you can see the park, you can see the sunset. That looks a lot nicer from a distance. Um, like so many things, and, people in some cases, look a lot better from a distance, right? But you can look out, see the bank. I may want to play with that roof just a touch, but because I built it up, it sort of doesn't, it's not quite round the way it should be, or the way it could be. So I may want to play with that a little bit. But yeah, a couple of other, so whatever the other buildings are here. But if I build this up so you can sit here and have a nice view of the city. Yeah, I think that makes some sense. Okay. So a tavern here, stables here. All right, so if I'm going to be building on this tunnel, I need to make sure it's actually at the right height. Which is a little bit of a question. I might actually want to drop it down just a little bit. So coming in here, if I drop it down a block, that would be okay. I could drop it down a couple blocks if I wanted to. This is ground level for, actually this is one block above ground level for that entrance. But this is sort of, kind of sort of the ground level here. So if I could take this tunnel down a block or maybe two if I wanted to. Okay. Now over here, coming out of it, I think I've got a block or two that I can go down as well. Yeah, if I come down 2 blocks, that puts me pretty much at the level of the road that's coming that way. Okay, so that would make some sense. So I'm talking myself into dropping down a couple of blocks here, chat. All right, and then coming this way. Oh yeah, definitely drop this down a couple. So, yep. Well, I consider that a successful talk. All right. Oh man, I was watching Age of Ultron yesterday. And there's this little fun scene. It's early in the show. Let's see. Do I want to cut out? Yeah, let's go this way. It's early in the movie. The Avengers are taking they're storming the Hydra base where Hydra is experimenting with the Mind Stone. That's where the Maximoff twins are dealing with their experiments. Where they've basically created Quicksilver and the Scarlet Witch. Okay. Which, by the way, if you haven't been watching WandaVision, highly recommend that show. All sorts of fun. Anyway, yeah, let's maybe throw some light down here before I end up in some form of death. Okay, so, but anyway, so he's walking in. Tony's walking into this place, right? And he is who he is. He walks up. There are a bunch of guys with guns pointing at him. There he is in his Iron Man armor, and he says, "Wait, we could talk about this." And they I can't remember if they start shooting at him or they just nobody backs down or whatever. I think they started to shoot at him. So he fires off a zillion rockets, whatever his suit does, and they all end up on the ground, clutching at their knees and stuff. Because hey, he didn't kill them all, so yeah, yay for him. Right, so there they are now, all writhing in pain. And as he walks in, he said, "All right, good talk." And you hear one of the guys on the ground says, "No, it wasn't." I had never noticed that before. It's like, okay, that was fun. Okay, that's a creeper. I don't really need you around. Just, okay, excuse me, Senor Creeper. That would be a no. That's a no from me. I don't... Oh, okay, you know what? Okay, admittedly, I'm taking the roof off of your house for my road, but that's no reason to shoot me. It's perfectly acceptable. You can trust me, I'm with the government. Okay, so, just you can always trust your government. Alright, so... I'm sorry, my cynicism is breaking through. Alright. I'm generally a positive and upbeat person, but, you know, every once in a while, I have to deal with government and fun and excitement, and well, you know, I also work in government somewhat. I work at a university, which is like government bureaucracies, but worse. Because not only do you have the normal bureaucracy you get from a large organization, but we're also a government, and, oh yeah, you have to deal with faculty who are nice people generally. So as soon as you start dealing with, like, committee work, then it all goes to heck. Not unlike that creeper, who just really wants to go to heck. Okay. I disagree. I mean, I don't think I want to go to heck. I watched Powerpuff Girls a couple of times. I think they went to heck at least one of those times. I mean, wasn't that where the villain, him, was located, right? That was his home? I don't know, I only watched it like twice. 3 times, something like that. So, you know, I'm not up on the Powerpuff Girls lore. So, for those looking for deep insights into the Powerpuff Girls, you have come to the wrong place. Okay, so... Alright, so throw that in there. All of that stone can get sorted in there. Alright, anything else I want to throw into a box? Probably. I'm not going to? Nah. Alright, so let's get back here and see what else is going on. Okay, I do need to deal with this floor here a little bit. Oh yeah, the speed there from that beacon is really sort of flipped the wrong tool. Every once in a while, I realize that could probably get me killed. Sometimes I don't really want to go that fast. Okay. Oh yeah, these tunnels are going to be all sorts of fun to come through and decorate and do cool stuff with. But for now, they're just big holes in the ground. Alright, so I've seen some really cool nether portal or nether tunnel designs from some of the people on the mob team, which that's a fun little Twitch team there. But they yeah, of course, like so many servers, they've got nether tunnels connecting their various portals and stuff. And what was it? Crimulus, I think, had a fun design that the others have started to mirror as they connect their tunnels to his. It was really fun deal with a bunch of glazed terracotta and some stone and some other fun stuff. It was exciting. Okay, so all of that goes in. Okay. And I did fix that, so it should just go. It does jam up once in a while. Not entirely sure why the dispenser does, but, you know. Okay, cool. So that's the cave. That's the cave? Yes, that's the cave. So we're going to run this tunnel. Okay, it comes out here. I'll have road coming this way. All right. And then, of course, the road coming out the tunnel. So building out the stables here. All right, so they'll come in this way. And I'll have this building here. Now, a 2-level parking garage might be a little much for stables. I mean,
I think it would look wonderful.
Okay. You've convinced me. A 2-level horse parking garage. Okay. All right. That's a thing. And then which then would make some sense to then have the bridge. Oh, you've parked your horse on the 2nd level. You can just take the footbridge into the tavern that's up here, the little restaurant. Or if you're on the 1st level, you can just walk around this way, cross the street, or yeah. Okay. Okay, so great. 2-level parking garage for horses. Got it. All right, how do I want to build it? It's always the question. It's like, you have succeeded in coming up with an idea. You have no idea what it looks like. By the way, my 2 brain cells have yet to return. Just as an update, they went out for that soda a while back. I've been looking for them. They have not returned. So just thought I'd give you that update. Okay, so this is going to go here. Then I think what I want to do is I want to cut out some of this hill. Let's bring this way. All right, so this is going to slide around over here, kind of sort of like this. I think I want to, yeah, let's want to bring this hill back this way a little bit. Okay, and just open this up. Now I could end up putting some more dirt back, and that wasn't a torch. It wasn't. It kind of looked like a torch, except for the fact that it looked nothing like it. All right, so I want to leave. I don't want to touch this block yet, because this street's going to be 5 blocks wide. Okay, and so I'm going to have the tunnel sides coming down here. So I don't want to touch that. So the stables are going to come in over here. All right, so let's see how. I can't really have them push out too far because of the road coming this way. So yeah, pretty much where that wool is going to be what I'm looking for. So, all right, time to set up shop. Shulker box, crafted table. Dandelions go out there somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Now, I am trying to provide a little bit of consistency, but not a whole lot. So that was, I think that building was dark oak. I think that's what that is. So I can continue that sort of thing. So I have sort of a theme. I'm going sort of medieval fantasy area. The buildings in the city should look a little bit similar, but they don't have to be identical. But I think some dark oak with maybe something. I don't know. Something in my slipper here that was tickling my foot in a weird way. It was a bug. It was one of the we get these little beetle things that are about this big, and it was crawling in my slipper, and that's what was tickling my foot. And now I am really, really creeped out. That's not what I wanted in my shoe. Okay, so on that note. Okay. Oh. Okay. All right. Oh, that's making the highlight reel. Okie dokie. Okay. Bugs in my shoes. That's not what I wanted to have today. It's like, what is going on? It feels sort of. Okay. Oh my, oh my. All right, so let's see now. Okay, skeletons doing their thing, which is fine. All right, so let's go and take out this, and let's start here. Now, oh, that's the other thing I should probably pull out at the moment, is I do need some stuff. I need my shears of destiny. Thank you for taking care of that. Yeah, all I did was I just turned and chucked my slipper bug inside across the room, and one of my daughters went and scooped up the bug and threw it outside. But I do not like bugs. They are creepy and gross, and I do not like them one even little bit. Okay, sure, I like what they do for the environment and all of that stuff, but beyond that, they can stay out of my house. You know? Okay, so let's bring this way. Now, I can't really have the front end of this stick out too much further than that. I can overhang a little bit. That's fine. All right, so now, coming down this side. Yeah, actually, that's probably not a bad spot right here. So let's go ahead and just take. Well, that's in the wrong place. All right. It's like, man, what is? Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be giving me the heebie-jeebies for like the next hour and a half. I'll tell you. I know there's some areas of the country where when you go to, or like when you go camping, you go to put your shoes on, shake them out first just to make sure you didn't get something that crawled in there. A snake or a scorpion or something else gross and disgusting. All right, so how tall does this need to be? Speaking of gross and disgusting. So 1, 2, 3, 4 at least. Yeah, I think 5 will work. So I'm just going to take some stone. Yeah, well, I just need a block that's different. So, okay, so that's where the... All right, apparently it goes in an L. Okay, so that's where the next floor is. Okay, so that's up here. All right, so ooh, that might be good. I could put a ramp, not inside the stable, but on the outside. That leads up, you know, just sort of a gentle slope coming up this way. That's an interesting thought too, because, all right, here, interesting thought experiment, right? Here you are, you're riding around on your horse. We got the stable here. If I go here and then angle up this way and then right into the building here, right? Because this is ground level right here, apparently. Yeah, so you hit the turn signal on your horse. So you come over here and then you go up a little bit, turn up some more, and I think I'll do it with slabs. And then slide right on in. All right, cool. And I want to drive this back. I'll take that back actually a little closer to the wall, I guess. So I built this wall up thinking the castle was going to build up and around that way. All right, so I've got this central thing here. And I will build that up, but what that is less castle and more tunnel, I suppose. Ooh, that would be fun. Actually, if I take this, stop the castle here, but then continue up this way and just build a little bit of a community up on this hill, right? So that's the main castle, but I could build a little neighborhood community over here, just on top of the tunnel. Okay, that's a cow in a hole. All right. Right, and that would be a nice way to use this whole area. All right, that sort of overlooks. And then what I could do, I could even run. Yeah, I could run some stairs down and out this way. And out that way, right? Just comes down into this little area here, whatever it is. And leads out that way. Into, the rest of this village. Well, this section of city. Okay. That's not too bad. I could go with that. All right, cool. All right, so I'm working on a stable and I got distracted in making other plans. I've heard that's the definition of life. That's what happens when you're busy making other plans. But okay, so that's going to come up this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Okay. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, and then the roof will go on top of that. Cool. All right. All right, let's make sure I'm in the right place. So this is 85. Whoa. Okay, so this is 85 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so yeah, that'll make some sense. I can. In fact, what I'll do is, so the main entrance stable, you'll walk in over here on the horse. You'll park them over along this wall and along this wall. And then I think I'll put the footbridge. Yeah, I think I'll put the footbridge right. Well, then again, putting it in the middle here would be a little bit more dramatic, but it becomes a problem just with the size of that building and where the main entrance is and all that fun stuff. So, oh, actually, take that back. If I'm looking at the tavern, sorry, I'm now city planning again. If I have a stairway that goes up here, footbridge that comes across into the same entryway as that door, that will work. Okay, good. And that will then allow me to maximize this space a little bit more. Okay. And I can come in even into this tower, which if I build up community and other things over here, that could be another entrance into the tavern from this side. Okay. Yeah, I can kind of see what's going on here. Or maybe, back door or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. At some point this will all make sense. Right? I are professional, right? No, not even in the slightest. Okay, so when I planned it, you can see where the wool is. I planned it so that there was a gap between this building and the wall. But now as I'm looking at this, I think I want to take that gap out. Okay. Yeah, I think I want to take that gap out. It's not horrible, but just as I'm looking at it, and oops, that was not the shovel. But I'm looking at it and thinking about the different designs here. That just might be the way to go. So let's go ahead, bring this up. Is that 85? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's one block too high. Okay. All right, so now coming across this way, this building is square, which is the idea, or at least up to a point. Okay, so yeah, coming across this way, and then at 85, oops, guess that tree goes away, and lined up right there. I'm at 85. Cool, so that puts it right there, the dark oak. 2, 3, and 4. And also now it's dark, so I think I'm going to go do that whole sleeping thing after I drop off a bunch of stuff into the sorting here. This is why I built a sorting system here. Not because I was in any particular need of a sorting system in general, but I just want a place I can dump my stuff and then not worry about where it's coming out, right? It'll end up in a box. I'll get back to it. All right. Okay, so that's all going to go that way. Pick up the wool. All right, so... All right, so this is where this is going to be. Now I've got some wool I can play with just to throw floor and stuff in places, right? So the floor is going to go there. Take this stone out. All right, so, right, because it's at 85, right? It's this level. All right, and now let's get my... Okay, so take all of this wool out now that I have the basic structure of a building here. All right, so I guess the next step is to clear out all the stuff. Which seems like a reasonable next step, honestly. Though I should probably do it from the other side so I know where the ground is. All right, what's ground level? I don't know. We passed it a while back, but we're still digging. Okay, so we'll just... Yeah, so we'll get this going. Now, I think I'm going to leave this side off to my right here. I think I'm going to leave that solid. Now I'm going to put in another wall of some sort there, but the that side is not going to have windows. All right, it's just going to be a... Because that's what leads into the tunnel. It leads into a number of other things, so... Well, actually, no, pretty much no other things, just the tunnel. So now over here, I'll have the ramp coming up. So I'm not entirely sure what windowy goodness I'm going to have, but there will be some windows obviously looking out that way, because why not? Seems like a reasonable thing to have. Okay, so how are we doing? Almost done. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the stone out of here, which again I'm down at this level. Okay, so this is going to be the footprint of my building. Now what I haven't decided yet either, because I haven't really even thought about it, is if I'm going to open up the hill on this side. Right now I'm going to have the ramp over here, so probably not. So probably the only windows that this building's going to have is going to be coming up. It's going to be out the front, really. Which is okay. I can work with that. It's a lot easier once I know what the building's going to look like, at least at a high level. It's a lot easier to sort of figure out what the rest of the building is going to be doing. Okay, which is why, you know, you get out there with your wool or your other things and sort of plan things out sometimes. I don't always go through all the planning. Sometimes I like to have a little bit more free form, a little more idea for what inspiration is going to come to me, which works great for the smaller buildings. For bigger ones, that gets a little awkward. They frankly just get too unwieldy to keep in mind where everything is going. At least for me. I mean, you might be one of those people that can handle it, but I am not, so. Okay, so, and there was actually a really nice video on Grian's channel where he was doing it's like, all right, here's how we deal with a mega build. It's a sponsored video by NVIDIA. So they're showing off the RTX stuff in Bedrock, but because, hey, NVIDIA does ray tracing. And they want to show you what it looks like. But yeah, so he was working on a mega build and said, okay, this is how we approach it. It's like, okay, I am learning. Learning is good. I like to learn. Actually, I'm going to take that stone back. All right, so this is the back of the stables over here. So let's take some stone, take some brick. Now I can cut into this wall if I choose to. Not very far because I'll run into, well, I can run into it like all the way back to here. I don't know that I want to, though. I'm kind of thinking that I want to do a little bit of, I want to put some form of something inside here, right? Maybe it's local shops. Maybe it's, I want to have something. This will be just straight tunnel, I think, just given what's here. But coming back inside here, right? I've got these caves going here. There's more of the mountain. But having a little bit of, something, some stores or something, built in here. Maybe a little something built in over here and here. And then I can build down, into the mountain that's up this way. And of course, I've got all of the underground area that I want. I do need to be kind of careful, aside from this giant hole in the floor, which, it's a nice hole, right? Everybody kind of likes having a nice hole in their floor that they can accidentally fall in and end up getting blown up or shot or eaten by people. But I think for now, I'm going to just close part of that up so I don't have to worry about it. All right. Okay, with the itchies and the noses. So yeah, so coming back that way, it could be fun. Just a little bit of something there, right? And if I've got this whole community that's built up here, maybe have something that opens up into this this castle guard area, whatever that forms up this way. I don't know. It's going to be lots of excitement. But in the meantime, what to do here? Now, I think... So, again, that's floor level right there. What do I want to make the floor out of? Which is the next question. I mean, everyone should have a question or two on their mind, right? Sure. All right, actually, the other question is 4 blocks high enough? I think the answer to that is no. Because when you're riding, you chunk. You're 3 blocks high. You want to get off, which you can do with 4 blocks. That's fine. But I think I want to have a little bit of difference between the ceiling on the first floor and the floor above, which means I'm going to have to come up one more. And I think what I'm going to do is make the floor stone brick. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be the way to go with that. Just from a logical construction sort of standpoint, Right, you need something solid enough to hold your horses. Uh, yeah. So I might leave the stone here, replace the dirt with some stone brick, so you get a little cross texture. But I can still put in hay down here for the actual stalls. I can do the same thing up top. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now, before I get too crazy, let's see. So if I come in, I've got a doorway here. Now it's actually going to be above, but let's say it's here. How wide does it need to be? I guess 3 blocks will be fine. That is dark oak, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's going to go up that way, but for now, let's just not worry about it. Except I'm going to, worry about a little bit of light down here. It gets dark. I don't want to get eaten. I say that a lot, but it's true a lot. Okay, this is back wall, which is going to blend into the floor a little bit, but that's okay. All right, so then the stalls need to be at least 2 blocks wide. 3 is okay too, but let's pull out the wool. So if I do them 2 blocks wide, that gets me to there. Now I could push that out, right? 2 blocks puts me there. Okay. All right, let me go to sleep and then come back and we'll play with this a little bit more. All right, so there's that there. Now on the other side over here, I do want that walkway. So let's look at 3 blocks on this side as well. Okay, so this is going to come here. Oh, it's just about time for me to be stopping. All right, so this is going to come up this way. And then I'm going to have footbridge going across. Okay, let's make sure this is wide enough, though. All right, so 2 and 2, 2. Suppose I don't really want to push that wall back. I could push this forward a block if I need to. That would be okay. And then how far out do the stalls need to go? So if they go, all right, so that's wall. Then 3, and then there's the front gate. Okay. Sure, there's enough room then to ride in, drop your horse off. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work indeed. So that'll slide in this way. So I may push these out just a little bit just for some decorative stuff, but that's okay. Okay, so this will come in like this. All right. So yeah, that's going to be fine, I think. Yeah. Honestly, I think all of these leaves stopped disintegrating because I connected them to logs, and now they're, oh, look, it's a tree. I claim this tree as my very own. I mean, they're wrong. The leaves are 100% wrong, but I understand their thinking. Okay. Collect them so I can use them later. All right, yeah. And so I'll get some back wall going on this way too. Yeah, so this'll work. In fact, all right, so I'll run the ramp up that way. I should probably figure out what the walls are doing, but I could even run the ramp this way and just have a little bit of a open air parking, right? So you don't want to park in the parking garage. You want to save a little money. Save a little money. Yes. Okay. Save a little money and park outside. You can do that too. Or actually, even better, maybe I'll set up right here a little blacksmith shop. So it's the place where shoe horses, buy a saddle, right? You know, pay your valet parking. I don't know, because they'd have it. Okay, that can make some sense. I could even, because if the ramp's going up that way, So I was thinking this way, but if I put the shop over here, yeah, and the ramp goes that way. That's an idea. I do need a way in from the front. Of course, the front can just come in this way, I suppose. And the ramp's going up that way. And yeah, so just put the little blacksmith shop here. I can open up a doorway right here from the shop into the stable, right? So sure, you could ride your horse in this way. That's fine. Put them up there. And then from the blacksmith shop so they can get in and do what they need to that way. Yes. Okay, I like this. It's going to be all sorts of fun. So, I've got a plan. Like 12% of a plan, but I've got that much, so. All right. Cool. Well, it is about that time, so. Oh, wow. That was fun. All right, cool. So, sweet. Let's get over here. Webcam. That's the button. So, I think we've made some progress. Got a really good park going. Got the beginnings of a new stable and blacksmith and leatherworker shop type area. The only fly in the ointment was the bug in my slippers. So we're doing okay so far. Let me go ahead and roll those credits too while I'm thinking about it, because I do want to thank all of you for joining me today. We will be going to see who's around to raid, because that's always fun. But I do want to remind you, of course, you can follow me on Patreon at patreon.com/musicforgaming. But not only can you follow, you could subscribe, and you get exclusive subscriber-only perks. Oops, so do that. As I say, oops, because I hit the wrong button. To bring up the socials, you can, of course, follow me over on all of those places as well. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, it's all sorts of fun. All right, so let's go see who is around to raid, because that's fun. There are enough of us around that we might be able to find somebody worth raiding here. And let's see. Ooh, let's see. Let's see what White Lion is up to. If she's doing Minecraft, she says she's doing Minecraft, though she was doing some Minecraft dungeons often on the weekends. So let's see. Got to wait for the ad to go. Oh yeah, more peeps, more diamonds. Yes. So Team Mob added some new people. The Frog Queen, who I also will frequently raid and is an awesome Minecrafter, just joined Team Mob too. But she's not streaming, so we'll go stream other mob member here, White Lion, who is super fun and exciting. Of course, she's just getting started, so she still has her intro video even going. So we'll wait a minute. But yeah, it's exciting. This is a huge project, and I'm really excited about where it's going. I've been sort of picking at different things, and it's nice to get different varieties and stuff. I went in and was doing a little bit of busy work off stream, which is always fun too. So, all right. Well, I think we can get into about that point. We can go ahead and start the raid. Be over there in just a few seconds. So again, show White Lion all the love, because she is an awesome family-friendly Minecrafter. So check her out. And um, until next time, be excellent to each other. This is Music Free Gaming signing off.